Welcome back. This is part 7, encoding a website with user accounts and database. And I'm actually looking at the website I've now created. This is not the old website, even though sometimes when I look at it, I believe like, oh, this is the old one. I should go back to the website I'm working with. But I quickly realized that this is the new website, and I have actually added a few pages which I want to show you first, and then I want to speak about them. And I see I failed something here. Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. It's easy to fix, which I can do right now. Okay, so I've done the coding in methods, and somewhere, right, this one, you see you can't have width 100% and a margin to the left with 20%. That basically means that the element is 80%, I mean 120% width, and that's not what I want. I want to have 80. And now there, the issue is gone. You cannot scroll in X, I believe. Yeah, you can't scroll horizontal. So this is the template I need to add. This is where the logic is gonna be from the backend. So for example, this is my account, this is a friend's account, and this is another friend's account. And it's going to display our latest 5 methods. Now, if we don't have 5 methods, it's just gonna show the maximum amount we have. So it's just that easy. So that's what this page is gonna do. And sitemap, I haven't made the sitemap yet. So basically here you have the template, you have the header, and then you have the links. But these links are not really correct. They are just a template, or placeholder rather, I should say. And on the about page, I made it simple because this website, I don't really want to spend a few weeks on the website. I want to make it good for first release, and then after that maybe I find a new way to make the design, and then I just go and edit. So I'm basically creating a base, because you don't really need to make the best design for like a about page, contact page. If your website is not going to have a lot of visitors, then it's really important to have cutting edge. But in this case, I don't have to spend hours and hours creating these pages. So I basically made it easy, and you can see there are a few placeholders, which are some things I'm going to write about. And then of course an image of me. And some text. Some FAQ. You can see the placeholders. The link is working. And FAQ details. I'm going to have some questions that might be asked. For example, what region I play on, what the server, what the race, what class, what faction, and so on. Then I go to contact. The contact is really easy. GoblinEconomist.com is property of Shackle Company. So basically 2 links to my website, just for SEO purposes. One for the homepage and one for about. Sweden Kalmar, and then my mail. This is probably way too simple, but that's the way I want to keep it for this website. And users, it's going to be easy as well. Right now I only have made a placeholder, but in the future every user is going to be having a link here to the user profile. And then let's go back here if I have added anything else. I don't believe I have. No, I haven't. So in the styling, I've actually created sections. As you can see, here is a comment. It says users. That means that below that comment, the styling is for the user's view. And you can see about. Now the code stops, and it's a new comment, and it says about. So below that you have about, and so on. over 500 lines. There isn't really much to say about the new CSS. It's just that I added some simple styling. In the app, I actually made more. I started to add the edit and post and delete route, so I installed a method override. So I wrote somewhere it should say npm install method override save. So it's saved in my package.json method override. A method override gives us the possibility of editing and deleting items from a database. So basically, instead of having a form with post method, it's a form with edit or delete instead. So it basically is overriding a post or get route from a form, which I'm going to show in another video how the form works. And I haven't really added anything else from the images. I probably said in another video. You can see the get routes. I actually changed the position of the comment, because when they had comment above it, it was pretty hard for me to read. It was just gray everywhere, so now it looks a bit more nice. You can see slash, login, register, method, sitemap. And some of the pages doesn't really exist, because this is going to be a user specific page, slash user and then slash the username or display name, really, because I don't want to display username. I want to display a display name instead, because your display name is not your login name, but your username is your login name. So there's one step to easier steal your password if you already know the username. That's basically how for example games work. You have your username to the account, but your character can change names. So for example RuneScape, your username is not your in-game name, so you're pretty safe. So people can't really just right click on your name and say like, aha, that's his username, I'm gonna hack him. So that's basically what I'm trying to achieve. Then I have a post login route, register route, new post. I haven't added a code that's needed. I've just written this out because I need them. And same with edit, I haven't really made these look nice yet. But you can see put means edit. And I have two put, one for user profile and one for posts. And one delete, and that is deleting posts. So we can see I have a few views here. I have added code in all of them, which you saw earlier. Pure HTML and some classes and href and so on. No CSS or JavaScript. And I have my images, my CSS folder, templates, views. And then we can go back in. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot to mention. Let's see. Below title. I believe it's this one. Something I didn't have, which was bad. In the previous videos, I didn't specify the encoding. So so what I added is that I specified that the encoding is UTF-8, and I added that the author is Erik Peterson, Shackle, which is my company, and that's my name. And I added this line for mobile devices so that the pixels are correct, so the so the website doesn't look weird. So you have to, because if you don't have this line, you might need to zoom in on the website, and that's not really something you want to do. You just want to open the website and you don't need to zoom in or anything. So this just brings down the pixels. So 320 pixels is 320 pixels on the iPhone. And then I added a favicon. So shortcut means that if you download or save the website as a bookmark, you have this image as the icon, and icon is the image up in the tab. And type image x icon. So that's what I added in the meta. And back to this product routing, I haven't changed anything else, I believe. And I have added a few things. User display name, use specific page. Routes, I have added these, I believe. Delete your post, you see /post and then /id. And to edit, it's pretty much similar. And actually, something it should say here is that it should say /delete, just to make it CRUD. That's basically one rule. If you want to edit something, you should always have /edit on the end in the route, just to make it obvious that you're editing something. And delete, you don't really see the delete, but it's good practice to always follow the pattern. And you only need to do this for edit and delete. So that's basically what I wanted to show you in this video. I've come pretty far, I would say. There isn't really too much left with this, with the HTML and styling and so on. There's just a little bit, and that's going to be at the end when I have developed the backend. Because first I need to develop the user model and the post model, and then I need to attach the database, and I need to run tests and so on. And then I need to create the actual methods and stuff that can handle the user input. So that's probably going to be soon, but I'm not really sure which part, because this is part 7 and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in the next part. I think I'm going to continue developing the pages and almost add backend. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.